Hi, good morning, students. How are you? Welcome to KM Karjun Advanced English Grammar. This is Mallikarjun, lecturer in English, Government Degree College for Women, Nalgonda, Telangana. As a part of online teaching, we have been learning different parts of grammar in the previous days. So today we are going to learn adverbs. Okay, what is adverb? So before going to adverb, just we will rewind the parts of speech because adverb is also a part in the parts of speech. So there are 8 parts of speech in English. They are noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. So these are the 8 parts of speech which we have. So already we have learned noun and its types, noun and numbers and types of nouns. There are 2 numbers, singular number, plural number, and types of nouns, proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun, and abstract nouns. In the same way, we have learned pronoun which is used instead of noun and which avoids the repetition of same noun again and again in the sentences. So it is inconvenient to the speaker to repeat the same noun again and again in the sentences. Okay. So the examples for pronoun. The examples for pronoun. Those are I, we, you, they, he, she, it. I, we, you, they, he, she, it. So we have seen the singular pronouns, plural pronouns, and persons. There are 3 persons. They are first person, second person, and third person. First person, second person, and third person. And the types of pronouns also, due to the nature of the pronouns can work as 4 types. They are subject of pronoun, object of pronoun, possessives, and self pronouns. And then verb, which is very, very, very important to learn. The tenses. The entire tense depend upon verb. There are 2 types of verbs in English. They are regular verb and irregular verb. What is regular verb? Very simple. By adding ed to the first form of a verb, we can get its second form and third form is called regular verb. Example, kill, killed, killed. Talk, talked, talked. Dance, danced, danced. Like that. Then regular verb, very simple. By adding ed to the first form of a verb, we cannot get its second form and third form. There are 4 types in irregular verbs. Go, went, gone, eat, ate, eaten, drive, drove, driven, sing, sang, sung. So these are first form different, second form different, and third form different. We should not add ed. And the second type, we should not add ed. But there should not be ed. And the second and third forms are same. Example, buy, bought, bought, catch, caught, caught, bring, brought, brought, keep, kept, kept, like that. First form and third form are same. Come, came, come, run, ran, run, become, became, become. Okay. And then now the first form, second form, third form, and all are same. But we should not add ed. Those type of verbs are put, cut, cut, let, set, set, lit, lit, read, read, Due to the nature of the verbs, verbs can work as main verbs and helping verbs. What is main verb? If there is only one verb, that is called main verb. If there are two or more than two verbs in a sentence, the verb which tells about the action is called main verb, and the other verbs are called helping verbs. Example, Rama killed Ravana. Rama killed Ravana. So killed is the verb. There is only one verb in that sentence, that is called main verb. Your mother cooked paneer. So here cooked is the main verb because there is only one verb. I am teaching English. There are two verbs. Teaching is the main verb and is called helping verb because teaching tells about the action. So like that, main verbs and helping verbs. In English, be forms, have forms, do forms can work as main verbs and helping verbs, and modals always work as helping verbs. There are 12 modals in English. They are will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, ought to, need to, dare to. What are the 12 modals? Will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, ought to, need to, dare to. Okay? Right. And then be forms. These be forms can work as main verbs and helping verbs. How many be forms are there? There are 8 be forms in English. They are is, am, are, was, were, be, being, been. Have forms. There are 3 have forms in English. They are the 3 have forms in English. They are have, has, had. These have forms also can work as main verbs and helping verbs. And do forms. There are 3 do forms in English. They are do, does, did. These do forms also can work as main verbs and helping verbs. So this is about the verbs which we have learnt. After verbs, we have adjective. What is adjective? It tells about quality or quantity. There are 5 types of adjectives. Numerical adjectives, demonstrative adjectives, descriptive adjectives, interrogative adjectives, possessives, possessive adjectives, and then articles as adjectives. So these are the types of adjectives already we have learned in the previous classes. Today, the most important topic which we are going to learn is adverb. Okay, let us see a complete picture of adverbs. You see, the adverbs play a vital role in English grammar, especially in competitive exams. We can identify tenses based on the adverbs very easily. Not only that, we can spot out the errors in correction of sentences in national level exams also very easily with the help of adverbs. Okay, today we will see the adverb. So adverb is called in Telugu Kriya Visheshanamu. We can't find them in Telugu parts of speech. తెలుగు భాషా భాగాలలో adverb అనేది మనకు ఉండదు. కానీ in English we get it adverb. The title itself indicates what is adverb. Adverb, adverb. So it adds extra meaning. It adds extra meaning. To what it adds extra meaning? It adds extra meaning to a verb or to an adjective or to another adverb. It adds extra meaning to a verb or to an adjective or to another adverb. Example. Let us see the example. Because in some sentences, it adds extra meaning to a verb. In some other sentences, it adds extra meaning to a adjective. But it is very funny that it adds extra meaning to another adverb. Adverb adds extra meaning to another adverb. It is very funny, no? Yes, it's very funny. Now let us see the examples how it adds extra meaning to adverb itself. First one, Reshma walks slowly. Reshma walks slowly. So here we have to identify what are the words we have in this sentence. This sentence has three words. One is Reshma, and the second one is walks, and the third one is slowly. So as you all know that Reshma is the noun which is called subject. We get subject in the beginning of the sentence. So Reshma noun. Okay. Then walks. Walks is verb because it tells about the action which was done by the subject. So walks, verb. So we get verb beside the subject. We get verb beside the subject. And then the word which is left here, slowly. So this word slowly adds extra meaning to what? Does it add extra meaning to Reshma or does it add extra meaning to walks? Slowly doesn't add extra meaning to Reshma. It adds extra meaning to walks because slowly, how she walks? Slowly. So slowly is adverb because it adds extra meaning to the verb in this sentence. Now let us see the second example. Reshma walks very slow. Reshma walks very slow. As you all know that Reshma is the noun, subject, walks is the verb, and what is very and what is slow? Slow is adjective. Why it is adjective? Because it tells about the quality. Slow is the adjective because it tells about quality. Already we have seen how to identify the adjectives. We get degrees to the adjectives. There are 3 degrees: positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. So for slow, we have slow, slower, slowest, slow, slower, slowest. So slow is called adjective. Then the word very. What is the meaning of very? Chala. The word very adds extra meaning to what? ఈ చాలా అనే పదము దేనికి ఎక్స్ట్రా మీనింగ్ యాడ్ చేస్తుంది? రేష్మ చాలా ఉందా, నడక చాలా ఉందా, నెమ్మదితనం చాలా ఉందా? నెమ్మదితనం చాలా ఉంది అంటే యాడ్జెక్టివ్ కు ఎక్స్ట్రా మీనింగ్ యాడ్ చేస్తుంది. సో హియర్ ద వర్డ్ వెరీ యాడ్స్ extra meaning to the adjective. Now let us see the third example. Reshma walks very slowly. So here Reshma noun, walks verb, slowly adverb. So very also adverb. Already in the scene in the first and second examples. In the first examples, slowly adverb. In the second example, very adverb. So we have written in the third example, Reshma walks very slowly. The word very adds extra meaning to slowly. So another adverb. Just you see these three examples. The మూడు examples same meaning తెలియజేస్తున్నట్టు ఉన్నాయి కదా. Yes, of course, but not the exact meaning, but similar meaning is there. She walks slowly అంటే ఆమె నెమ్మదిగా నడుస్తుంది. She walks very slow అంటే ఆమె చాలా నెమ్మదిగా నడుస్తుంది. She walks very slowly అంటే ఆమె చాలా నెమ్మదిగా నడుస్తుంది. మీరు చాకు ఎంత దీర్ఘం ఇస్తే ఆమె అంత నెమ్మదిగా నడుస్తుంది. Okay, once again we will see. In the first example, the word slowly adds extra meaning to a verb, so it is called adverb. In the second example, the word very adds extra meaning to an adjective, slow, so it is called adverb. In the third example, the word very adds extra meaning to another adverb, slowly, so it is called adverb. Okay. So we can say that adverb is a word which adds extra meaning to a verb or to an adjective or to another adverb. బాగుంది సార్, మీరంటే ఇంత పెద్దగా చదువుతున్నారు కాబట్టి మంచిగా చెప్పగలుగుతారు. How can we recognize in the exam? This is a major question by the students. We have the remedies also for that. What you call in Telugu బండ గుర్తు, ఎమ్మటే మైండ్ లో పడిపోతుంది. Very simple. By adding ly to the adjective, by adding ly to the adjective, we get adverb. Except fast. For example, slow adjective, slowly. Fast, we should not add ly to fast. Except fast, you can add ly to any adjective because there is no word called fastly in English language. Slow, slowly, big, bigly, short, shortly, small, smallly, beautiful, beautifully, anger, tall, tallly, large, largely. So like that we can add adverbs. By adding ly, we get adverb. Okay. So this is adverb. Now let us see the types of adverbs. There are 6 types of adverbs in English. There are 6 types of adverbs in English. They are adverbs of manner, adverbs of frequency, adverbs of time, adverbs of place, interrogative adverbs, adverb of affirmation and negation. There are 6 types of adverbs. Okay, let us see once again the 6 types. Write down very carefully. These are very, very important. Okay, the 6 types are adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner tells about how the action, in which manner the action was done. In which manner the action was done. It tells about manners. How it was done. Whether the person, how did he do the work? Like that. He did it happily. He did it sadly. Okay. He did it boldly. He did it bravely. So like that we get. Adverbs of manner. In which manner the action was done. And then second one, adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency. So here the frequency అంటే మీకు తెలుసు కాలగమనం. How often the work will done. How often, whether the work will be done. We write annual exam in every March. Usually sits in the first bench. Okay. daily I take tea, so like that. And then adverbs of time. The title itself indicates first you have to concentrate on the titles. Then easily you can understand. So, adverbs of time. It tells about the time. It indicates the time when the action was done. The time of action it is called the time of action. Very simple. You have to remember one thing. The entire clue words in tenses will come under adverbial of time. And then adverbial of place. It tells about where where was the action done. Okay? It tells about the places. And then interrogative adverbs. You know that interrogative word already we have seen in interrogative sentences. In interrogative sentence, we have seen that there are two types of questions. One is interrogative question and the second one is WH yes or no question. Interrogative question is called WH. It starts with WH word like that we have learned there in types of sentences. So how many WH words are there? There are 9 WH words in English. They are what, when, where, which, who, whom, whose, why, how. ఎన్ని వచ్చినాయా? వస్తాయి. మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి చూసుకోండి. What, when, where, which, who, whom, whose, why, how. So yeah. What, when, where, which, who, whom, whose, why, how. So yeah, 4 plus 5, 9. All the interrogative words come under these interrogative adverbs. And then the last one we have adverbs of affirmation and negation. This tells about the willingness and unwillingness. It tells about willingness and unwillingness. Right. Once we will see in detail with examples the 6 types of adverbs. Right? Okay. First one. The first one is adverbs of manners. Adverbs of manners. We can define it how the action was taken place. We can define it how the action was taken place. Whether it was done happily, whether it was done sadly, whether it was done slowly, whether it was done quickly, like that. Example, Rishita watched TV happily. Rishita watched TV happily. How the watching, the action of watching was done? It was taken place happily. She was very happy when she was watching the TV. Srikar sings sweetly. Srikar sings sweetly. How the action was taken place, the singing action. It was taken place sweetly. And then the third example, Sri Ram walks slowly. Sri Ram walks slowly. So how the action was taken place here? The action of walking very slow. I mean slowly it was taken. So like that here it tells about how the action was taken place. Some adverbs, let us see some adverbs. Those are happily, boldly, bravely, slowly, quickly, sweetly, sadly, like that. The adverb of manners. It tells about the manner, mannerism. Okay, right. And then the next one we have, let us go to the second type of adverb. that is adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency. So here let us see the definition of adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency mostly define how often a work was done. How often a work was done. ఒక పని ఎప్పుడు జరుగుతుంది, ఎన్నిసార్లకు ఒకసారి జరుగుతుంది, హౌ మెనీ టైమ్స్, హౌ ఆఫెన్, ఎంత కాల గమనముతో జరుగుతుంది అనేటువంటిది తెలియజేస్తుంది. ఓకే, ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ అన్నట్టు. ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఐ ఆల్వేస్ రీడ్ ఎ బుక్ బిఫోర్ బెడ్. ఐ ఆల్వేస్ రీడ్ ఎ బుక్ బిఫోర్ బెడ్ అంటే పడుకోవడానికంటే ముందు పుస్తకం చదివేది అలవాటు. ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ గుడ్ హ్యాబిట్. ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ మస్ట్ కల్టివేట్ దిస్ హ్యాబిట్. రీడింగ్ ఈజ్ అ వెరీ గుడ్ హ్యాబిట్ విచ్ ఇంప్రూవ్స్ యువర్ నాలెడ్జ్. ఓకే, రైట్. సో I always. So how often the reading work was done? The work of reading was done always. The frequency is always. Okay, right. They never take tea. They never take tea. Taking tea. Taking tea. This action will be happen. Never, it will not happen. It never happens. అసలు ఆ పని జరగనే జరగదు. She usually shop at Korean market in town. కొరియన్ మార్కెట్లో యూజువల్గా, హౌ ఆఫెన్ అంటే యూజువల్గా జరుగుతుంది ఆ పని అని చెప్పి చెప్తా ఉంటాం. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ adverb of frequency. ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్, always, never, some adverbs these are. Always, never, occasionally, often, once, twice, usually, rarely. Okay. For example, let us see one more example so that you can easily understand the adverb of frequency. I take tea twice a day. I take tea twice a day. So here twice is adverb because the frequency of action in the morning, in the evening. So like that the frequency will be there. Yes. I drink, I eat meat once a week. I eat meat once a week. So like that these actions will occur. How often these actions will occur will be there in adverb of frequency. Right? Got it? Any doubt? Okay, right. Then let us move to third one. The third type of adverb. The third type of adverb is adverbs of time. Adverbs of time. It defines when the work was done. When the work was done. The actual time of the work. It tells about the actual time of work was taken place. Okay, let us see the examples. He came to India yesterday. He came to India yesterday. So here the action was came, రావడం. ఈ రావడం అనే పని ఎప్పుడు జరిగింది? The exact time. This work was done yesterday. ఎప్పుడు జరిగింది? నిన్ననే జరిగింది అన్నారు. Now let us see the second example. Rishik will go to America next year. So Rishik will go to America next year. So when will this action take place? ఈ అమెరికా పోవడం అనే పని ఎప్పుడు జరుగుతుంది? The exact time is next year. Next year. So ఆ విధంగా జరుగుతుంది. I am teaching English now. I am teaching English now. So here I am teaching English now. I am teaching English now. So here when the action teaching, this action was done, in the present it was continuing, now indicates. So all these adverbs tell about the actual time of action. Actual time of action. Okay. Some adverbs let us see. Tomorrow, yesterday, now, then, next year, just now, a few minutes ago, a few seconds ago, now, at present, nowadays, okay, since, for, so like this, okay. Now, let us see. Very, very important point now I am going to take. Just you note down in your notes and keep down in your mind. All the clue words in tenses come under these adverbial of time. All the clue words in tense come under this adverbial of time. So this is the adverbial of time. Got it? Any doubt? No doubt? Right? Let us move on to the next type. Adverbial of place. Adverbial of place. So these adverbs of place tell us more about where the verb took place. Where the verb took place. The actual place where the verb action was taken place. Example. There are thatched roof cottages everywhere. There are thatched roof cottages everywhere. So everywhere is the adverb which tells about the place. Everywhere ekkada చూసినా కాటేజెస్ కి ఏమున్నది thatched roof ఉన్నది అని చెప్తూ ఉన్నా. The students waited outside. So here waited, where did they wait? They wait outside the class. They waited outside. So outside is the place. I requested him to come here. Okay. I requested Mr. Ritish Srikar come here, like that. So here come అనే పని ఎక్కడ జరుగుతుంది? ఇక్కడ requested him to come here. ఇక్కడ అనే అటువంటిది. So like that these adverbs tells us about the place. Some adverbs above, below, everywhere, here, in, inside, into, nowhere, now, here, out, outside, there. So like that. So here nowhere and like this. Far, near. So these are all the adverbs. I think after seeing these adverbs, immediately a doubt will be struck in your mind. What, sir? Here in is there, into is there, in and into. These are the prepositions, no, like that. So in English, some prepositions also work as adverbs. Some adjectives also work as adverbs. అవునా? Adverbs గా పని చేస్తాయి. For example, I will give one sentence on one word. Over. OVER, over. ఈ ఓవర్ అనే పదాన్ని మనం చూసినట్లయితే the word over can work as adjective. This over can work as adverb. This over can work as preposition. ఓవర్ అనే ఒక పదాన్ని మనం చూసినట్లయితే ఈ పదము ప్రిపోజిషన్ గా పనిచేస్తుంది, అడ్జెక్టివ్ గా పనిచేస్తుంది, adverb గా కూడా పనిచేస్తుంది. బట్ we always think that over is a preposition కదా, చాలా ఓవర్గా ఆలోచిస్తున్నాం మనం, ఓవర్గా ఆలోచిస్తున్నాం. చూడండి అక్కడనే ఉంది, ఓవర్గా ఆలోచించడం. ఓవర్ అంటే ఎక్కువ అని అర్థం. నీకు చాలా ఓవర్ అయింది అంటాగా, బాగా డిస్టర్బ్ చేస్తుంటే ఏమంటావు, నీకు చాలా ఓవర్ అయింది అంటాం. ఓవర్ అయింది అంటే ఎక్కువ అయింది అన్నట్టు. ఎక్కువ అంటే అర్థమైంది యాడ్జెక్టివ్. ఎక్కువ అంటే యాడ్జెక్టివ్, అవునా కదా? మరి యాడ్వర్బ్ అంటే ఏ మీనింగ్ వస్తుంది? యాడ్వర్బ్ ఓవర్లో క్రికెట్ మ్యాచ్ చూస్తాం కదా, 6 balls అయిపోగానే ఎంపైర్ ఓవర్ అంటాడు, అయిపోయింది అన్నట్టు. ఇట్స్ ఓవర్, ఇట్స్ ఓవర్. అక్కడ యాడ్వర్బ్, నా పని అయిపోయింది, నీ పని అన్నట్టు. మరి ప్రిపోజిషన్గా ఎట్లా సార్ అంటారు మీరు? ప్రిపోజిషన్గా ఎట్లా అంటే వెరీ సింపుల్. ఏముంది, టెండూల్కర్ హిట్ ద బాల్ ఓవర్ ద హెడ్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫీల్డర్. టెండూల్కర్ హిట్ ద బాల్ ఓవర్ ద హెడ్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫీల్డర్. ఫీల్డర్ తలపై నుండి ఏం చేసిండు, బాల్ను కొట్టిండు. నెక్స్ట్, అంతేకాకుండా ద బర్డ్స్ ఫ్లై ఓవర్ ద బిల్డింగ్. పక్షులు ఎలా పోతున్నాయి, బిల్డింగ్ పై నుంచి పోతున్నాయి. అందుకని డోంట్ బి కన్ఫ్యూజ్డ్ బిట్వీన్ ద ప్రిపోజిషన్స్, adjectives and adverbs. Some prepositions can work as adverbs and some adjectives also can work as adverbs. Okay, you see next coming interrogative adverb. Very simply I will say the next one, interrogative adverbs. Already we have seen in the previous class, the interrogative words also can work as adjectives. But here the interrogative adverbs are there. The adverbs that are used to ask questions about time, place and number. Time, place and number ను తెలియజేసే అటువంటిది. How was the movie? How was the movie? It's fine. Fine is adverb. So that type of meaning will come. When does the play begin? The play begins every day morning. The play begins every day morning. The play begins every day morning. So like that we will get, okay, the play begins every day morning. Where is the new car? The new car is in the showroom. So it tells about the place. It tells about the place. So like that, the interrogative adverbs are the adverbs which tells about the time, place and number. Time, place and number. Okay, right. Got it? Any doubt? Got it. If you do not understand, once again rewind the video and listen carefully and write down the important points so that it will come to your mind. Right? Now the last one which we have, adverb of affirmation and negation. So adverb of affirmation and negation. So it tells about the willingness or unwillingness, which says yes if it is yes and no if it is no. Got it? Simple. First we will see. It tells about willingness and unwillingness. Willingness అంటే ఏంటి? అంగీకరించడం. Yes అని చెప్తే willingness. Unwillingness అంటే ఏంటి? Negation. Not accepting. Okay? Right. No అంటాం. Okay? If we say yes, if it is yes. We say no if it is no. For example, I'll ask one question. Is he a teacher? Is he a teacher? If he is a teacher, he will say yes, he is a teacher. If he is not a teacher, what will you say? No, he is not a teacher. So here the words yes and no are called adverbs. You see the pronunciation of Yes, no, very how stylish it is. Yes and no. Yes and no. Okay. Example, let us see the affirmation and negation. Surely you are mistaken. Surely you are mistaken. తప్పకుండా నువ్వేదో తప్పు చేశావు. Yes, he has to accept. If really he did the mistake, he will say, yes, I was mistaken. If he did not do any mistake, he will say, no, no, I was not mistaken. Like that he will say. He suddenly went. Suddenly is the adverb. There in the first example, surely is the adverb. There was no visibility during the rain. There was no visibility during the rain. So here, no is the adverb. So like that, we will get yes, no, some adverbs. Yes, no, suddenly, surely, okay, please, like that. Will you come today? Yes, I'll come. Okay, I'll come. Okay, yes, these are called affirmation adverbs or negation adverbs. Affirmation is positive, negation is negative. Affirmation is positive, negation is negative. Okay, right. So these are the adverbs which we have. Okay, right. Now once again we will see from the beginning. మళ్ళా ఒకసారి బిగినింగ్ నుంచి చూద్దాం చూడండి. Okay, so the types of the adverb. What is adverb? What is adverb? Adverb adds extra meaning to a verb or to an adjective or to another adverb. So it adds extra meaning to a verb or to an adjective or to another adverb. Okay? How can we recognize adverb? It is very easy. We will get ly at the end of the word. All the words which end with ly are called adverbs. Okay? Right. Example. Slowly, bigly, largely, longly, sweetly, happily, sadly. Except fast, you can add ly to all the adverbs. Okay? Types of adverbs. We have 6 types of adverbs. Adverbs of manner, adverbs of frequency, adverbs of time, adverbs of place, interrogative adverbs, and adverbs of affirmation and negation. So adverbs of manner tells about how the action was taken place. Adverbs of frequency tells about how often the action was taken place. Adverb of action tells about the actual time of action in the sentence. Adverb of place tells about where the action was taken place. Interrogative adverb tells about the question about time, place, and affirmation and negation adverbs tells about willingness and unwillingness. So these are the adverbs. I think you may have understood. అర్థమైందని అనుకుంటున్నా. Once again, learn carefully. Okay, you go to Google and find out different examples and different exercises to learn adverbs, because adverbs are very useful in competitive exams. Don't neglect. Okay, I hope you may have understood. If you have understood, once again you subscribe and get more grammar topics. Thank you. We will meet in the next class with prepositions. Thank you. Bye. Take care.